Up until now, China's top priority has always been the development and completion of infrastructure systems, particularly in the areas of highways and bridges. These projects not only facilitate travel and link communities, but they also have strategic importance that is vital to the growth of the domestic economy. The 36.4-kilometer Lingkou Canal was constructed by China's first emperor, Xian Qi Hang, 2,200 years ago in order to transport warriors to battle tribes in the south and increase China's territory. In addition to the 1,800 kilometers long Grand Canal connecting Beijing, Xian 11 Huang's huge project connected the Xiang River in Hunan Province and the Li River in Guan 11 Zhang Autonomous Territory. And Hanggu was finished 700 years ago during the Yuan dynasty, 1279 to 13,368, following the construction of the Grand Canal. This is China's first new canal construction. In this video, we'll give you interesting information about the Pinglu Canal in Guan 11 Province. The project is considered to be the largest canal under construction in the world and is expected to be operational by 2026. When completed, it will significantly alter China's role and influence. Here we mean Southeast Asia. Before we get into the main content, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. We always appreciate your company on every journey. The Pinglu Canal starts at the mouth of the Pingtang River in the area of Taiyuan Reservoir as the centerpiece of China's new land and sea corridor. The Pinglu Canal is a historic undertaking designed to hasten the country's transformation into a transportation powerhouse. In the modern era, the Pinglu Canal's construction has emerged as a key initiative for China's economic development and national rejuvenation. The Pinglu Canal was suggested to be built, and China's Xia Jing Morning News claims that the mega canal is just as monumental as the three stunning dams. More than a century ago, and it was included in the Guan 11 Department of Transportation's project proposal report in the early 1990s, but it was never completed. It wasn't until 2019 that agreements pertaining to the Pinglu Canal appeared in China's master plan on the new International Sealand Trade Corridor. This project is also historic because it is aiding in the reform and stimulation of Guan 11 Province's economy. Since then, planning and construction work have officially switched from planning drawings to construction drawings in accordance with the original plan. The Pinglu Super Canal will span 135 kilometers, from the mouth of the Bingtang River to the Gulf of Tonkin. The project is expected to cost 72.7 billion yuan, $10.1 billion. And it will take 54 months to complete. A volume of 340 million cubic meters of rock will be excavated during this time. The amount of rock and soil dug for the Bin Luc Canal's construction is almost 3 times that of the main. Development of the Pinglu Canal has been expedited for more than a year. The total initial investment has cost more than 20 billion yuan, and 100 million cubic meters of earth and rock have been excavated. The structure of the 3 magnificent dam projects is 134 million cubic meters. Construction on the entire site of the Bin Luc Canal project began in mid-July 2023, according to Mr. Hoa Bin. There were over 1,800 officers, 6,600 workers from 18 construction units, and 15 monitoring units present at the site, along with 2,789 large machinery and equipment, including excavators and sandsuckers. The project has disbursed 13.625 billion Chinese yuan and excavated 4,093 million cubic meters of soil and rock. What motivated China to build the Pinglu Canal in such a massive capital? China stated on July 24, 2023, that Beijing anticipated the canal to aid in the facilitation of commerce with the nations of Southeast Asia. It is anticipated that the excavated Pinglu Canal will carry 108 million tons of cargo by 2035 and 130 million tons by 2035. In addition to becoming a crucial link in the development of Guangxi's economy, the Pinglu Canal also helps create the West Land SE corridor and connects China with Singapore. Chinese officials have long favored the construction of bridges and roads to connect and facilitate the movement of people and goods. Meanwhile, the construction of the canal requires a workforce that is both large and technically proficient. Vietnam and other nations in Southeast Asia will permit cargo or container ships to depart from Guan 11 and arrive in Vietnam, Malaysia. Singapore in a few weeks. The Bin Luc Canal will assist in diversifying the integration of Indonesia and other Southeast Asian nations. According to locals, the Pinglu Canal presents an opportunity to develop Guan 11 province and demonstrates China's advanced construction techniques and strategic thinking in the rapidly changing geopolitical context. Manufacturing and export industries also support the economic development of cities along the route and enhance the overall economy of the region. Despite the fact that Guan 11 was a province that bordered the sea, China thinks that the Pinglu Canal will make the Gulf of Tonkin port a true outlet to the sea. When the canal is finished, it will drastically alter the status of Guan 11 and encourage Guan 11 to develop high-quality goods. Guan 11 goods in western Chinese provinces like Gu and Yan'an frequently had to take a detour to reach the sea. There was even a saying that Guan 11 goods do not pass through Guan 11 port. The project is viewed as a chance to develop southwest China's land as well as a means of establishing tight cooperation between China and the nations of Southeast Asia. The head of the Chinese Communist Party Central Committee for Foreign Affairs, Wang Yi, called for comprehensive cooperation to deepen the bilateral strategic partnership during a meeting with ASEAN foreign ministers in Jakarta. Zhen Ong, a seasoned consultant who assists Chinese companies in finding investment opportunities in Southeast Asia, said that the project's practical value is highly desirable, equating to more capillaries to tie together the Chinese market and the ASEAN. Hang Yong, senior consultant of the Guan 11 Development and Reform Commission, stated in order to maintain bilateral supply chains and stronger economic and trade relations, China need a denser logistics network. It is anticipated that the Pinglu Canal will enhance bilateral infrastructure connectivity. The South China Morning Post rated infrastructure connectivity as one of its top priorities, which has been embodied in Beijing's Belt and Road Initiative and the Beijing-headquartered Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, AIIB. Will the Pinglu Canal really help? Guan 11 will be able to have comprehensive links with Southeast Asian markets through road, rail, shipping, and air. Aside from airways and roads, China altered the course of events in Southeast Asia today. Waterways are crucial. In China, water transport via freight canals makes up a significant portion of approximately 95% of international trade and national freight transportation. Due to the huge cost savings, this two-way SE route is expected to be quite busy. Large container ships and cargo ships may travel from Nanjing to neighboring nations like Vietnam and Malaysia in a matter of weeks. Indonesia and Singapore currently, in order to reach Guangzhou and Hong Kong, commodities from China's western provinces must traverse the Xiang and Pearl rivers due to the lack of deepwater ports. After the Pinglu Canal was finished, China's western mainland provinces would have to travel just around 560 kilometers to reach the sea. The channel can accommodate ships weighing up to 5,000 tons, and it might result in yearly shipping cost savings of more than 5.2 billion yen, or $725 million. Not only is the water transportation system being opened up in 2021, China will have active railway connections with several nations in Southeast Asia. With the goal of connecting Kening City in Yen, China with Los Angeles, the China National Railway Corporation, CNRG, officially constructed the 414 km China La Railway, the first BR project finished in Southeast Asia. China has ambitions to construct a 5,500 km Trans-Asian Railway as part of its desire to construct high-speed railways throughout Southeast Asia. China possesses. Additionally, new high-speed railways are intended to strengthen ties between China and Southeast Asian countries, particularly in light of rising geopolitical tensions and a sluggish rate of global economic recovery. High-speed rail is also planned to be opened along Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore's Pinglu Canal. Trade turnover between China and Australia has increased significantly over the years, reaching $9,753 billion in 2022, up 11.2% from the year before and 2.2 times that of the previous decade. This rapid development of major international corridors through water and road connectivity is expected to strengthen ties with the region and boost economic competitiveness, according to SCMP. Some Chinese environmental specialists have questioned the ecological impact of the Pinglo Canal, despite its possible economic benefits. The report evaluating the environmental impact of the Binluc Canal states that the canal will cross 884918 hectares of agricultural land. In addition to endangering the 16.56% habitat it travels through, this project significantly exacerbates local flooding conditions and puts the basin's freshwater resources in jeopardy. In order to forecast how seawater will influence locals' decisions to relocate and modify their sources of drinking water and agricultural areas once the canal is open, Chinese experts are also running mathematical and physical simulations. The local environmental watchdog made the promise to safeguard the ecosystem during the canal's development but did not provide further details. Building canals has been a tactic used by numerous nations, including China, to influence the evolution of their national strategies. The Suez Canal in Egypt and the Panama Canal, which connect the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, have played significant roles in geopolitics over the years. Another project that has been discussed for decades since the early 2000s and has not yet been implemented is the 120-kilometer Thai Canal, or CRISMAS project, which would connect the Gulf of Thailand and the Andaman Sea. Nevertheless, it can be said that the Pinglo Canal's construction has so far had positive effects. Goals and values to the growth of China and the area. If you believe that China has any further hidden ambitions in addition to its trade goals, please share them with us in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and share this video. Goodbye and see you soon. If you found today's material to be interesting and helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel in order to receive updates on the newest content about China.